Greetings, everybody. Today, the second day of our 2021 virtual SCU Anomalous Phenomena Conference is about to get started. We still have a lot of people that are yet coming in, but I wanted to be able to uh, appreciate you coming back again. We have another full day of exciting presentations, I think, on a lot of different topics, everything from dark matter to time travel to also the benefits or the ROIs or return on investments if you look into um, UFO research and stuff like that. So anyway, and we're going to be talking about the technology aspects of it. We have just a reminder that we're going to be having SkyHub as well as the UFO DAP systems talked about. And there are videos that I'm encouraging to see before that so you can ask the questions related to the particular systems. I'm going to go to the next slide here. And basically just a reminder before we begin that to attend a session, if you're using the Hoover app, you click on that session and then that takes you into the next session for the video on your screen. Some people are not doing that and they might be sitting in the same presentation and suddenly the video goes out. But anyway, you just want to make sure that you click on that next session when we move to the next session. Again, I want to encourage people to have your video and your audio off. Yesterday we had people that were coming on and that was causing a little bit of an issue here. Not looking to see people in their underwear strutting to get a cup of coffee. So everybody was getting to see you do that, by the way. So please keep those off. If you don't know where that's at, it's in the bottom left-hand side of your screen in the window. And you just basically make sure that there's a red line that's going down on the audio and the video. One thing that I'll talk about briefly is yesterday when we went to the networking sessions, and those are toward the end of the day, I failed to shut off Zoom. And so consequently, my voice was still coming through and I think causing a little bit of a problem with that. But just to be aware that I've learned the lesson and I'll be shutting off Zoom. And by the way, this whole thing is new to me too. So I just want to share with you that I've it's a whole new experience doing the virtual kind of like conference, and hopefully you're all enjoying it and not having too much problems. We all have technical problems and issues. We tried to avoid those as much as we can, but welcome to the world of technology, I guess, right? The sessions are being recorded. And again, I'm making sure that those, you're aware of the fact that the recordings are happening so that we can have them available to you at later times when you come back, up to 3 months. You'll be able to come back and see the actual recorded sessions again and review them. The Hoover app remains functional for you for the next 3 months as well. So you can continue to have conversations if you want and just carry on from wherever you are. We'll try to get questions answered as much as you can, working with the speakers as well. And we'll do the best we can to offer this value to you. The social platforms are all pretty nice, and I hope you're enjoying all of those things. I see a lot of chatter that's going on between people, a lot of good, excellent discussion, by the way. I just encourage you to keep it up. This is what it's about. It's called collaboration, and we're all sharing and we're all learning. So I want to encourage that at every turn. Okay, so I hope you did enjoy the first day. A lot of good stuff that was going on there. We have we're, as I said before, we're covering a lot of different things from time travel to actually dark matter and a whole host of other things. And we'll get into another networking session before we close out the day. Hopefully we'll get to see you again next year and we can talk about that. Today's agenda, we have Dr. Matthew Shidegas, who's going to be talking first after me. And then we're going to have Dr. Michael Masters following that. We'll go through and have another hour break. And there's where you can click on the session, view session, and see that second video SkyHub's video, or you can go down merely into the video gallery on the left-hand side of the screen and click on that. We follow up with Dr. Silvano Colombano, and then we have that joint meeting between the technology discussion we have, followed by the networking tables, and then I'll close out the conference. So that's pretty much the way that the sessions are going to go throughout the day. Just a reminder for some of you who maybe didn't attend, or we had a lot of people that came in and didn't attend the first day that are attending the second day. On the left-hand side of your screen, there are the navigation areas. If you see the word agenda, that's the one you want to click on to be able to go and view the sessions that I talked about. And if you'll notice that there's a view session tab or on the right-hand side of the screen there for each of these independent presentations. And so that's the button I was telling you about before. You can also see that you can communicate with the attendees. There's a community kind of like discussion of topics. There's messages you can get, personal messages that are directed to you. That's where you go to get that. The session Q&As I'd like to talk about just briefly here. We have a lot of people that are coming in via Zoom, and there is a lot of chat going on in the Zoom app that's not visible to any of you that are just looking at it via Whova. So I just want to point that out. But the important thing for you to know is that I'm using the question and answers from the Whova app. And so I want you to be able to put your questions you've got in the Whova app. And the reason why that is if you think about it, in the future, when people are wanting to see the recorded sessions again, it might remind you that those things are over there where people had asked those kind of questions. I'm trying to like repeat them or state them so that it is in the record in terms of at least the video that you'll be able to recognize that that was a question that was asked and what it was. So again, I want to encourage that happen. I don't mind the chat in any other windows at all, but I mean, I'm just letting you know that the questions need to come over here in the Whova app. Okay, thank you. And then you've got various documents. You've got the polls. I mentioned at the end of the day yesterday that there was a poll. How did you think about the first day? Looked like a lot of people were pretty pleased, and I'm pleased. I got a lot of great feedback from a lot of different people on this whole thing, and that was really good. Nice to know anyway that my 6 months of putting together 6 apps to be able to make this thing happen, I guess, is somewhat panning out, and everybody seems to be pleased. I think a lot of people thought that this was like going to be like nothing more than a Zoom meeting for 9 hours, and no, it's, as you can see from this tool, that there's quite a bit more than just a Zoom meeting going on. So hopefully that you're enjoying that and that you'll again continue to use it over the next 3 months. I asked also people, some people were taking, I guess, images or somewhat of the screen where people have their names and their profiles, and I just asked you, and they're posting it on Twitter. So I encourage you to maybe not do that if you would. Appreciate that. Sometimes people can be pretty sensitive about the fact that their name might be showing up or something like that, or a profile issue. But anyway, that's just a request, if you would. But that's pretty much it. All that I had to say. Hopefully, and I'm starting, I guess, a little bit early here in terms of I've done a little bit earlier, but I'd like to be able to probably then start to go and get into Matthew Shadegas and have him come on if he's available and allow him to chat with us. It'll allow me to have a longer time period with question and answers if we can get that going and a little bit earlier. So let's see if we can move into that next session a little bit early. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to stop here and shut off the recording.